Now 4:30 on WKYT this morning, police now say a man who owned 7 dogs that attacked a Lincoln County woman also kept other dogs in horrible conditions at his home.
A deadly crash tied up traffic for hours at a southern Kentucky intersection that many people are calling dangerous.
And the latest after Lexington police have charged 3 people in connection with the 2014 murder.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from WKYT News and welcome in. Nice to have you along. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's get a first check of our forecast now with Micah Harris.
Yeah, we're holding on to still a little bit of rain back in the far. I mean, you got to go as far east as you can in the state of Kentucky, and there you are holding on to some rain. Now, there is a flash flood warning onto Pike County, but let me tell you this. Now, this is until 6 a.m., but it does not, and I repeat, does not include Pikeville. So it's really for the central and eastern portions of Pike County, and we're still throwing off some rain down in the southern part of this morning. Now, will we be seeing more of this later on this afternoon? And when do we get rid of the rain and bring in that less humid conditions? I'll show you that coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, looking forward to those answers, and we thank you. And in the news, Lexington police have announced that they have now charged 3 people in connection to a deadly home invasion last fall.
Lexington police say 22-year-old Charles Patton III, 22-year-old Caitlin Conway, and 22-year-old DeMarcus Harris all face murder and robbery charges. Patton and Conway are in jail, but police say Harris is on the run. Police say last October, 2 masked men forced their way into Darnell Bates's home on Addy Street. They say Bates fought back but was shot and killed. He was the general manager of a car wash in Lexington.
New this morning, a Lexington man is behind bars after police say he stalked and harassed a woman. 22-year-old Jacob Gross is charged with stalking a woman and threatening to kill her. According to court documents, she had previously filed a protective order against him. Police say Gross threatened to beat up the woman and break every bone in her body. In addition, police say he told the victim he would blow up her car. Gross is set to be arraigned later today. Well, they say the conditions were so bad inside that a house had to be condemned. Police and animal control rescued a dozen dogs from a Boyle County home.
Danville police say they made the discovery after arresting 26-year-old Chris Pope yesterday afternoon. He also owns 7 other dogs that police say attacked a woman in Lincoln County on Monday. WKYT's Garrett Weimer talked to some of Pope's neighbors.
Neighbors were surprised to see so many cars on Old Shakertown Road.
It was probably anywhere from 15 to 20 vehicles. They were lined up all the way up the street in 2s. There's been officer cars, detective cars all up and down the street, mainly at the house over there.
Danville police say animal control took in 5 dogs and 7 puppies after investigators raided this home and arrested Chris Pope. Police continued searching the home into the evening. That house has now been condemned. Pope was arrested and booked into the Boyle County Detention Center, and then just an hour later was transferred here to the Lincoln County Regional Jail. Pope faces charges in Lincoln County after police say 7 of his other dogs attacked a woman there Monday.
And that's his dogs come down here and chew me all to hell. And they chew my arms off and my legs. You need to hurry. You need to hurry, I'm going to die.
Neighbors say they were shocked to hear about that because they never had problems with Pope or the dogs he had here on Old Shakertown.
Never had no noise complaint out of them. You couldn't even tell they was there with no barking at night or nothing, no loud dogs. I mean, only way you knew they was there if you seen them.
Those dogs are now in the care of the Boyle County Humane Society. In Danville, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
And Pope declined our request for an interview from jail. Court records show some of his dogs were seized earlier this year after he was charged with animal abuse, but he got the dogs back after the charge was amended down to mistreatment of animals.
Time is 4:34 now, and this morning investigators are trying to figure out what caused the death of a man who was found in a river in Perry County. They say the 25-year-old man was pulled from the North Fork of the Kentucky River last night. The Perry County deputy coroner says the man was complaining of chest pains and then fell into the river. He later died at a hospital. Investigators say his body is being taken to Frankfort for an autopsy, and his name has not been released now.
Police were on the scene for hours trying to figure out how it happened. This morning, we're continuing to track a crash in Pulaski County that killed one person and injured 3 others. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says an SUV and truck collided at the intersection of Highway 80 and Highway 461 east of Somerset yesterday. WKYT's Monique Blair talked to people who say the intersection is dangerous.
The Honda was up in midair rolling and smacked the big metal pole.
Around 1:30 Tuesday afternoon, emergency crews were called to the intersection of Highway 80 and Highway 461 for a 2-car accident involving a Hyundai SUV and a Chevrolet pickup truck. The 2 men in the truck were transported by EMS to Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital. The driver of the Hyundai was airlifted to UK Hospital. The passenger in the Hyundai, 69-year-old Janice Weston, died at the scene. A witness to the aftermath of the accident says people were immediately trying to help Weston and the driver get out of the car.
But there was nothing they could do because of the situation of the car, the way it was on that pole. You couldn't even get a door open.
Now you can see this accident left behind quite a bit of debris. There's some glass on the ground, a road map, even some red paint left behind on this pole. Investigators were out here for about 5 hours trying to figure out exactly what happened.
Right now the investigation shows, it kind of indicates that the SUV pulled in the path of the truck and was T-boned here in the intersection.
After witnessing this accident, several people in the community told me there needs to be a fully functioning traffic signal facing each direction at this intersection. A woman who works right at the corner of the intersection says she'd like to see the speed limit on Highway 80 reduced.
I mean, it's like bad wrecks all the time. I mean, I have seen so many people lose their lives.
In Pulaski County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Well, Pulaski County Coroner Clyde Strunk says Weston and the driver of the Hyundai were traveling home to Florida.
8 children are recovering this morning in California after a 75-foot tree fell near a museum. Fire officials say the pine uprooted about 5 o'clock in the evening at the Pasadena Kids Range. In ages, the kids there range from 6 to 8. Witnesses say the tree made a cracking sound and then came down on the children just as a summer camp was letting out for the day. 2 of the children were critically injured there.
Well, this morning, Lexington police are looking for 3 men they say stole cell phones from a store during a robbery. It happened yesterday afternoon at the Verizon store on Richmond Road. Police say 2 of the men walked in. One of them asked about upgrading a plan, while the other scoped out the place. Police say one of the men later walked out, but quickly returned with a 3rd man. At that point, police say one of the robbers pulled out a gun on employees. Police say the robbers forced the employees to open up a storage closet in a back room. The 3 men then filled a trash bag with cell phones and ran off. A few hours later, Lexington police say another man tried to rob a fast food restaurant. Say he walked into the Burger King on Clays Mill Road and pulled out a gun. But police say the employees all ran to the back of the store. At that point, they think the man became spooked and ran off. Police released this surveillance picture of the suspect. They say a K-9 tracked into a nearby liquor store, and that's where they think he got into a vehicle. This morning, they have still not been able to find him.
Could be weeks before a man accused of killing his mother in Lexington will be brought back to Kentucky. Police say they arrested Jack Clemens after a chase from Colorado to Kansas. He is still in a Colorado jail. Lexington police say Clemens is facing charges in the Colorado connection to the case, and those have to be dealt with first before he can be brought to Kentucky. He is charged with murder here. Police say they found his mother, Shirley Clemens, dead in her home earlier this month.
Some lane closures could slow you down if you happen to be traveling along Midland Avenue or Winchester Road in Lexington. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says a resurfacing project is now underway and will last until November 15th. Crews are working on that stretch between East Main and Industry Road from 7 at night until 6 in the morning each day. Right now, the right lanes are closed in each direction.
All right, so a little heads up on that for you. Good to have you along on WKYT on this Wednesday morning, and we're just getting started with all the latest news.
So how do you make sure your family's well fed? Moms Every Day shows panelists sharing their tips ahead.
And we're checking out outside. Only a chance of rain over toward Pike County at this very moment. Patchy fog, but this is your last day of thunderstorms. After this, looks great. I'll show you that coming up next.